Okay, let's wrap things up. You are at the very end of Unit 3. To get to this point, you spent some time focusing on MLA citation style. You looked at formatting, in-text citation, works cited, and you answered some questions. You talked about how to use sources effectively. We talked about critical reading strategies. We talked about claims and evidence and how to respond to a text that you are writing about. All these go together to help you to write essay number 1, which you also worked on during this unit. You would have taken notes on an essay that you chose to respond to. You would have written an outline that includes a thesis statement that you chose to write about. And you would have, at this point, at least written a reader response rough draft of this essay. By the time you're seeing this, maybe you haven't finished that final draft yet. Make sure you get some good feedback. You go see a tutor, someone you trust, use the resources you have, spell check, all those sorts of things. But make sure you're also looking at the instructions and the rubric for the assignment so you know what you're being graded at and you're making sure you're doing what you were asked to do. Now, as you wrap things up, just do your best. But I also want you to reflect and think about what you learned during this unit. We were focusing on critical reading, using sources effectively, responding to a text. And I want you to think about what you got out of that. What did you learn? Was it helpful? Is it something you think you'll be able to carry with you to later units or other classes, life outside of school? So take some time, reflect on that, make sure you know what you got out of it, maybe even write it down in a note. And then once you've got everything turned in, you'll be able to move on to Unit 4.